Greetings, comrades. This is Nothing but Caleb back with another retro game haul video. It's just 2 games for this part, and I have another cart coming in, I believe tomorrow. It's actually a multi-cart, which I'll explain what it is when it shows up. But for now, I'll just show off the 2 games I got, and yeah. For those who don't know, I do love Contra, even though it's a hard-as-nails game. And I had the Anniversary Collection on all my platforms. And of course I got Shattered Soldier Neo Contra on the PlayStation 2, which I now emulate on PC XX2. And I wanted to get the original NES Contra games, because since I got the Retron 5, I want some more games to play on it, and these will do it. Got both of these from Amazon, refurbished. The original Contra here was like, I believe $40, whereas Super C was just $20. Which is pretty weird. For those of those, Super C is a sequel to Contra. But yeah, the cart was surprisingly good. So here it is, Contra. You get a good old legendary cover there. Can't wait to try that on the Retron. And here's the Super C. It's like the, you know, that's something I expect from these older cartridge games. Sometimes the plastic gets dirty and like discolored over time. You can see some stains around here, but pins look good and clean, so then we'll try that out later on. And to go with those, well, not necessarily with those, because, well, I already had the Cadet, but since I was talking about the Retron 5, I decided to get another Scout. It was based on the regular Super NES color scheme, even though 2 of the buttons should be a darker purple. But I mentioned that the Scout that came with the Retron 5, the B button got stuck sometimes. It still works, it's just, it got stuck for whatever reason. And it's fresh out of box, so I'm not sure what that's about, but I decided to get another Scout, which kind of coincides with the classic Super Nintendo color scheme. I know some people like the Super Famicom more, because it looks a little better, plus it has a more recognizable color, but being an American gamer, we grew up with a Super Nintendo, so naturally, that's what we got, and that's what to go with. And here is the Scout controller. Yeah, this feels a lot better. Yeah, got the start select buttons, got those shoulder buttons that the Super NES kind of revolutionized. Pretty much every console since then now has shoulder buttons. But yeah, I do like the Hyperkin classic controllers because of these little humps on the bottom here, which kind of help rest your middle fingers, so it's a little more ergonomic. It's especially good with the Cadet because they rounded out the corners. A little cloud coverage there, but they rounded out the corners of the Cadet and added like a little sort of indentation on the bottom corners where your kind of thumbs kind of rest. So it made it a lot more comfortable for an more ergonomic feel for a classic controller. Super NES, I didn't feel it as a need to it. It was already a pretty comfortable controller at the time, but adding these humps, it definitely helps out a bit. And of course the Squire, also a really nice controller. I believe Hyperkin also made Nintendo 64 controllers, which we'll get one of those. Before everyone asks, no, I'm not getting an analog 3D because A, they're expensive as hell, and B, I already have a Nintendo 64. So, yeah. Plus, they sell like separate like HDMI converters for the Nintendo 64. I might get one of those later down the road. Because, you know, Nintendo 64 is not exactly a top priority for me at the moment. Right now I'm just kind of building up my NES and Super NES collection to, again, games that I have nostalgia for, games that I've wanted to play but never got a chance to. So, that's the beauty of eBay and I guess Amazon. And I'm surprised they sell NES games on Amazon. And hopefully they work. Being renewed and all. After all, my sister bought a Game Boy from Amazon renewed and it worked perfectly. So, yeah. I'll see how this goes. So anyway, I'll cut up to when the multi-cart comes in and we'll show that off. Alright, now we're back with the second clip for this video here. And yeah, this is 4 days later, because this was supposed to show up on Saturday, and it did not. But, you know, that's the post office's fault more than anything. But yeah, it would have come yesterday, but it was Veterans Day and whatnot. But it's finally here, and it is a multi-cart and a rather special one. Classic collection of NES, 249 in 1. Includes NES Mini 30 games, no battery, safe forever. English, not our first language. But these cards have been flying around for a while. I know they came out after the NES Classic came out, and this is a nice little thing to have because, well, the NES Classic, which includes 30 games, amazing games, I might add, they're kind of hard to come by now, and if you get one new, you're going to look at upwards of $200 one of those. But they have a bunch of these on eBay. They run for like $30, $40. And yeah, there's some that have 239, 249, like this one here. I mainly got it because the cart was blue. But yeah, I'm going to see what kind of games are on here. Funny how they have like Pikmin on there, because if you don't know, Pikmin started out in the GameCube, not the NES. So I'm not sure why they would put that on there to sort of entice people thinking, oh, there's going to be Pikmin on here. No, they're going to be NES games. And I've seen these kind of carts before. They're actually some of the better multi-carts out there. They tend to work pretty good, and they're not filled with like ROM dumps, like a bunch of bootleg ROMs or anything like that. But yeah, let's see if this works on the Retron 5. Okay, so just a quick little update here. This cartridge apparently does not work properly on the Retron 5. It does recognize an unknown cartridge, and when you try to start it, it does boot up, but it looks like absolute garbage. Like the main menu is all jumbled up. So the controls do work and stuff, so that's kind of weird. So yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't work, but that's why I decided to order another console, another Hyperkin console, the Retron 3. And that's basically a hardware-based console where it's a system on a chip where it emulates the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo, and the Genesis. So I'm sure it'll work on there too. I've seen videos from other people that does work with multi-carts. On the Retron 5, it's a little kind of sketchy. When it first came out, it didn't recognize multi-carts at all. At least not unofficial ones. But with the Retron 5 I have, it does have the latest firmware, but it's definitely a jumbled mess when it comes to that cart there. But once I get the Retron 3, I'll definitely do an unboxing of that and test this out and see how it works there. Anyway, rather non-climatic wait for, but hey, at least it's here. So anyway, this is MD Caleb signing out. Have a good day.
Suck it up, life's tough, we know that. Someone's got better stuff and can throw cash. Tell them I don't give a fuck, make my own path. I don't need no handouts, I'm my own man. Gotta get it, I'll get it and fast, yeah. Got a girl and she'll get it, she bad, yeah. Man, I only get down with the best, I'ma leave the complaints with the rest,